There are a lot of decks out there, but so many cards have been left completely ignored or unexplored. So Team Starlight is here to see the jankiest cards and the jankiest deck ideas out there. This is Jank Tank. Yo, what is up, Team Starlight? We are back with another episode of Jank Tank, episode
19.
Anyway, so whatever number this is, we are back with another episode of Jank Tank. Today, I am joined by Declan. What's up, Declan?
Hello, hello. Excited to be back.
The Team Starlight boys. Albert is here. George still out of town, but you know, we're almost all here, almost all together. Albert's always here, but he's just like a looming presence. He'll come in and say a joke or something. That's the way he is. Anyway, as always, if you want to be a part of the Jank Tank series, all you got to do is submit a deck list as well as a fun replay showcasing the deck in our Discord. Link is in the description, as always, down below. First up, Declan, we got Twilight Rose Knight by Dental Plan. Now, this looks familiar, dude.
I actually think I remember like 4 years ago, me and Marcos met at Locals, and he was playing Twilight Rose Knight deck, and he named it Tomato Town. And I just remember him showing me the whole deck list, and we were like really pumped about it at the time. And it just makes me feel nostalgic about how much Edison Format has evolved.
Oh yeah, this is Tomato Town. It has a little bit more differences. Like I'm a big creature swap fanatic, but obviously creature swap not as good into this meta. But what is good into the meta is a bunch of Caius's, a Ryza even, just to get value out of your triple Mark the Rose and your double DDR to just keep recycling all your banished plants. Lone Fire can also get you Titanial or it can get you a Dandy. And yeah, the Twilight Rose Knight, you have the Rhoda in the deck. The Rhoda can either get you the Twilight Rose Knight or the Armageddon Knight. Then the Armor can send like Plague and Necro, which is actually pretty good because it pairs with your Caius pretty well because you can just like summon Arma, send Necro, and now you have a tribute fodder. So that's actually kind of cute. The trap lineup is just a bunch of like one-ofs and 2D prisons. I kind of dig the trap lineup. It makes it a little bit more resilient. I also like the Cyber Valley because you have 5 ways to steal your opponent's monsters, so getting value out of it off Cyber Valley is pretty cool, and that also makes your DDRs more effective. So this list actually looks really solid in my opinion. Like it actually looks really well thought out for being on a Jank Tank, so I'm just super stoked to see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see it in action. I do think that this looks like it could be competitive.
I could see someone taking this to locals and like winning, so this is pretty cool. Okay, let's see how it goes. Boom. We got the Allure Darkness, and we immediately get rid of our Twilight Rose Knight. Boy, I miss you. But we have the Trap Dust Shoot, so we're super fine. And his hand looks hella bricked. What, he's on Power Pickaxe? Main deck?
Aw.
Huh? That's actually
Interesting.
That's crazy. So they get rid of the play.
Maybe he's playing Tomato Town.
Yeah, it's in a mirror match. That'd be a Jank Tank first. We know that's a Mirror Force, probably. We have the Rhoda now. We can Rhoda send Arma. Or search Arma. Arma send like Necro. Or send Mystic Tomato to turn on Mark of the Rose live. I didn't even think about that.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
And they're gonna drop Trag. And then our Armageddon Knight's for sure getting banished. Oh, but they drew a Gale. Interesting. So now they can run over our Armageddon Knight. Which they didn't need to like summon Gale to do
They
that.
could just Trag run it over. Interesting choice. And they do banish our Tomato with the Power Pickaxe, which is actually really tragic.
Yeah, that's actually super important. And we get MST. No, I think I would have MST'd beforehand just to guarantee the play, but yeah, now we're just in this awkward position. We have to set Twilight Rose Knight, and they're gonna keep banishing our cards. Oh no. And we could just summon Caius here. I'm actually super surprised that we don't. I guess we're worried about Torrential. But now we're summoning Caius anyway, so now they weren't worried about Torrential.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, but it's gonna work out in his favor.
Yeah, we got 2 dead Mark of the Roses. Oh wait, it is a mirror match. No way.
Whoa.
That's crazy. They're not even attacking. We didn't even have Mirror Force. But we drew Mirror Force, so this is hilarious. Because maybe we set both. They're going to Destiny the middle one, which wasn't the Mirror Force. And now they're going to swing it to Mirror Force. Okay, you can't play around Mirror Force and then not play around Mirror Force. Be consistent here, y'all. But we do have the Twilight Rose Knight into Tomato. Oh no. And we're going to get Power Tool. Power Tool is going to search us probably Mark of the Rose. This is amazing. This is the Jank Tank first of a mirror match of very, very rogue decks. But
dude,
we got the
Lori
Lone Fire.
Punk.
Wait,
he's doing it better.
This is crazy though because we have the Lone Fire. We can Mark of the Rose the Power Tool. We can go for game right here if we hit a DDR. Like, yeah. Oh my God. Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. We're going in defense. I don't.
No. Misclick.
Misclick, not misclick, not misclick.
No. Wow. What?
Why? And he doesn't have enough equips. He can't even use his
He
effect 'cause he's
just
out of
drew them
equips.
all. Oh my gosh. Wait,
Oh,
really?
yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
because
Yeah,
you
he
were in
only ran
5.
5.
He's on 5. Wow.
Well, why wouldn't you put this in attack?
I don't
No,
know.
because if it was a Mirror Force, it gets rid of the power tool anyway.
Hmm. Hmm. That's unfortunate that he just drew
Oh,
that many, and now we have to negate this, and we're just probably
oh,
gonna
yeah.
get beat. I mean, we get the power tool back, so we're still in the game.
Yeah,
If
we're
he
still
has
in this.
no,
Yeah, now we can tribute for Ryza, target the back row. There's no way. If we come back from this, they've searched so many cards. They have their own Mark of the Rose. But is it live? They're out of plants. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, they switched to Mark of the
Mm,
Rose. Oh my god. We're swinging in for game potential. Nope, it's Mirror Force, but we have the Mrs. Tomato. There's no way we're coming back. Oh no. And he attacks, takes another 100. He's at 22. Now he's going to use Plague's effect. But what is this doing? They're both tuners. They're both tuners. Do not let
oh
this go through.
no, oh
No.
no,
Oh,
Lori
this is
Punk. This is just tragic, and now we
Lowry
just
Punt.
Kai's
More
for
like
game.
Lowry Punt. Am I right? Oh my god. At the end, we show our decks to each other. Wait, this is so wild. I do think like I said, the big misplay was not MSTing that set, because I think your entire game plan was like ruined if you don't get a plan in the rotation. Speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the issues I have with the deck when I'm looking at it, is that like we're running triple Mark of the Rose, but we only have 6 plants, like 7 plants, but Titanium is like almost impossible to get it in the grave. So like that makes me really nervous to run the Mark of the Roses here, because we don't really have like a
And
consistent
we
way
have
to.
Arma Rhoda, I guess, because he literally did do that, but
He
the
did do
opponent
that.
had Power Pickaxe, which is
Yeah,
just kind of
which is
unlucky.
actually crazy. Which, are we siding that at least? We're not even siding Power Pickaxe. Come on, that's like the coolest tech you can do in these decks. You gotta side the one Power Pickaxe. It's really cool. We are on the bestiary though. I just noticed that, so that's spicy. Anyway, sorry. Back on, back to the duel. Okay.
At the end, we'll compare deck sizes.
Yeah. So this is
Okay,
actually, yeah, I would run Botanical Line in a build that's running a bunch of equip cards, because it just gives you more, like, yeah, it gives you more access. Because if the goal is to get Power Tool, you just get it more often, which is awesome. And if
I
Power Tool
love that
sticks, it's
comment
insane.
that Botanical Line is really good in the mirror match because they're just playing 5 steel cards.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. They can brain control the Power Tool, search a card, then tribute for Vanity's Fiend if they want to, which is, I think, the correct. Okay, it's not. They're not doing that play. I'm going crazy, bro.
Interesting.
Why this play? This doesn't deal with the Power Tool. Am I going Am I insane? Am I like, is Mark of the Rosing his Power Tool? It gets MST'd. Is he gonna brain control it now? Because if he does, it'd be the wrong play. No, he's just gonna leave him with the Power Tool, so he's gonna get another surge.
Sigh. Finish targets. Damn. So he has like 4 like spells in hand. Surely we're just gonna torrential. Okay.
Like, look at this hand of all tribute monsters. Why? I'm sorry.
We do have
And
the
now,
DDR though. We have the DDR to make something happen.
do we brain this? Are we DDRing first? Or DDR, pitching our Caius, banishing his Sangan. Somehow this is all going through. Thinking if he wants to Mirror Force us, it's D-Prison. Okay, we have a Solemn Judgment now, plus Brain Vanities. They go DDR to get their Sangan back. He's thinking about soloing it. Might have been worth soloing,
Nah.
Loki.
I think we're gonna just save our vanities for. Oh, now we have to solve that.
And he still gets the search. Like, I don't know. I think I would have soloed it, low-key.
Yeah, I guess this could have been right. I wanted to protect the vanities, but eh.
But we got the Sangan now, so we can see our own. Okay, well. And we're going to just take 24. This doesn't really. Oh, it gets him off brain control. If we just made the brain play first turn.
Dude,
Everything went downhill so fast. GG's.
Yep.
We don't, like, get Fader? Yeah, okay.
No. Hearse, bro. Yeah, that's a huge misplay.
We'll probably win this whole duel, but like these misplays are killing me. We got the brick tandem, unfortunately. The Twilight Rose Knight with no plans. We only have 6 targets though, so that's why it's not gonna happen as often. We got the black. Oh, do we run Gale? We're not even on Gale. Huh. Yeah, Gale's is
It
definitely like a
seems like
card
a
I would
good
really
dark.
run. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's because he can just become a synchro 7, and it's also because if you're stealing cards, it's always good to have Gale because if you're stealing Shura, you can special summon Gale. Like it's actually super important. I actually think that you need it's a must in like tomato. If you're trying to make like power tool tomatoes work, like trust, like you need Gale.
Oh yeah, and you can search it. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's amazing. We get the Sangan. We get the Sangans to get us Lone Fire. So now we can finally play the deck. Are we gonna? Are we gonna? Oh, we're gonna Dust, and then we're gonna MST beforehand, right? We're gonna MST beforehand. We're gonna Heavy. I don't understand why we would Heavy when we had the MST to do the same
Well,
thing. And we
actually,
just,
MST could be good because we can interrupt their like equip spell plays on their turn. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
I guess that's a good. I guess it's a good idea. But here we go. We're gonna get our one of our. Unfortunately, we did draw multiple of our equips, so we're just never getting the double value out of Power Tool. And now we can just set the MST, and this MST set's probably gonna come in clutch. So, yeah, because we're not gonna blind MST. The Heavy would have done better work here, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't set 2 if we didn't activate Heavy. Who knows? We're gonna get Deep Prisoned here for sure. No, we're not. What is this macro?
At this point, I think you should just set that Mirror Force, man. That Mirror Force is
Yeah.
looking juicy in our hand.
At least get the Riser. Riser targeting the monster. Torrential comes out. Get a little bit punished there, but it's okay. Are we? Okay, we set the Mirror Force. The Sanga comes out. We're probably just gonna take it.
Ouch.
But we have the allure now to get. Oh, we're not. Okay. We
I would
attack.
definitely allure that away.
No, we're synchroing. Giving them a search. It's for a plague.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they
I
must
mean,
have a steel card now. Or not.
Okay, we're just blind enemies in the dust. Now we can DDR the Lone Fire if we want. We're not gonna. We're stealing the plague. We're synchroing into Stardust, setting another card. So now we just have a Stardust with back row. Seems pretty good. But this DD Warrior lady, we have to solemn that, right? No, we Mirror Force. Of course, we still have that. Is our dad live? 1, 2, 3, 4 darks. But we could just marker the rows and it's immediately live. We could go for game if we really wanted to. We've seen the line. Social summon dad, banish, hit the card. We can now DD. Are we not gonna? We have Titanium on deck, do we not?
We do. He missed
25?
game. Yeah?
I'm going insane.
Curse. It's okay. We're still in a good position.
The play was always to do it because this is a dandy token, so you can summon Lone Fire, tribute the dandy token, even if you don't have Titanium. You can get like a tomato or something, right? Like, oh, Kick. I love your deck, but you're killing me. Thank God we have the
Kicking me.
solemn. And our opponent bricked on the on their Titanium. But yeah, it was really fascinating to see a wild mirror match there. Are they gonna show each other's decks? They are. Let's see it happen. Here it goes. No, they're not gonna. After all that, after all them yapping, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna send it to each other on DMs. GG's to Lori Punk. I actually was interested to see Lori's deck. Yeah, that was some Tomato Town, some Twilight Rose Knight. Now we got some absolute jank spice out here. Have you seen these cards before in your life? The Trap Reactor, the Summon Reactor, and the Flying Fortress.
I feel like I've seen the Trap Reactor, but I didn't know that he was building towards something bigger. So what does this card do? The
Yeah,
boss
so
monster.
The boss monster is this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by the effect of Summon Reactor SK. Once per turn, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Once during each of your opponent's turns, you can activate one of the following effects. When your opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, destroy it and inflict 800 damage. When your opponent sets a card, destroy it, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Pretty sick ass like boss monster effect, except for the fact that you have to pitch a card. I feel like this card already requires a ton of effort to get out. So the fact that you also have to send a card from your hand is one of those Konami feeling so bad about making Dark Arm so broken that they made this card worse.
Okay,
Because this
on the surface though, his effect is pretty good, all things considered. So what kind of hoops do we need to jump through?
there are hoops. There are hoops, man. Get ready for this. So, Summon Reactor. The first time a monster is summoned to your opponent's side of the field, each turn inflict 800 damage to your opponent. During the battle phase of the turn, this effect is activated. You can negate the attack of 1 monster your opponent controls. Anyway, you can send 1 face of Track Reactor YF, which is this guy who has kind of like a pretty pointless effect, but just burns. You can send 1 face of Track Reactor and 1 face of Spell Reactor, which is a whole nother thing we talked about in a second.
Oh my gosh.
And this card you control to special summon a Flying Fortress Skyfire from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So it requires 3 whole monsters to come out, one of which is a level 5, which you have to tribute summon somehow. We'll talk about how you get them out though in a second. And as well as Spell Reactor, which is just a bad card. Once returned when your opponent activates the spell, yeah, they burn. So Trap Reactor, burn for traps, burn for spells, but there is a saving grace. A terrible trap called Fake Explosion. Activate only when an opponent monster declares an attack. Monsters cannot be destroyed by this battle. After damage calculation, special summon 1 summon reactor from your hand or graveyard. That's kind of cool.
From your hand? Oh no.
So that's the part
Oh
that's like, if it was
no.
from deck, this would actually just see play in like other cool, interesting builds. Like, because summon reactor is actually an interesting card because its effect is interesting. Like, it is useful to some. I don't know. But like you could see it being used if it was from deck. But yep, it's from hand. We're also on Machina Armored Unit, so you can special summon a machine monster from your deck with the attribute is less. It has the same attribute but less attack if the monster's destroyed, right? So like that's kind of cool. So you could summon like Trap Reactor if it gets destroyed. You can summon out Spell Reactor. If you have Dekoichi and it gets destroyed, you can summon out Spell Reactor or even Black Salvo. So this is essentially a Black Salvo deck that's being held back by this terrible, terrible Flying Fortress core, if that makes sense. And we're not even
We
running
better
Machina.
summon it. We better summon it.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, so the only reason we're playing the Fusilier is to combo with that like spell card, right? Because
Yeah,
if the
because it adds
Fusilier
it summons
dies,
any of
it can
them.
get anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's kind of cool. At that point, I wish we'd just be on like on skill drain because at least it has a little bit of synergy. But I understand why not because obviously it conflicts with everything else. Yeah, Fusilier is in this deck for that, just for the combination with Machina Armor Unit to get out all of these monsters that you can summon out. We also have Dark Armed, so I expect Dark Armed to put in some work here too. Also, it's so funny. They're all darks, but the Flying Fortress Sky Fire is not only not a dark, it's not a fire. The hell, dude?
It seems like it'd be good in those like Simo Rip like videos where he like tests people on like what is the attribute like that. This is a great option.
Yeah, 100%. Just make this a fire. No one's getting
Yeah.
that. 1,000%. They'll see Skyfire and be like, "Well, it's clearly a fire type. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not 8 stars. Maybe it's 7 stars. Like something like that." Anyway, let's see it in action. Here we go. I want to see. Oh, they got the Fake Explosion. We got the Mystic Tomato. We got the Brain plus Gale combo here, and we're gonna do it. Swing for 27. Could we make Power Tool?
But not search anything. Probably just gonna make
Herbellum.
Herbellum?
We're not gonna allure. Interesting. I just feel like we should allure. They hit the back row. That's super unfortunate.
Sad.
Oh my god.
Oh,
on
it's relinquished.
That's
Crazy.
kind of hot. That's kind of hot, dude. They're hitting him with a ton. 46 to the face. We do have the Machina Armor Unit. We can now allure. Now we're alluring. Hitting the Kaias. You could set the Dekoichi, set the Fake Explosion. We're not gonna set the Fake Explosion. Why?
Seems like a good time to set that.
Am I tripping? And this one says when a machine monster destroys battles. Okay, so it still works with Dekoichi, so that's kind of good. I hope. We'll see what happens. We're gonna Dust Tornado on attack, so they take a. Oh, and we're gonna set the Fake Explosion. Okay, we draw a card, and then they're going to steal it.
That
Okay.
seemed like a bad use of Dust Tornado.
Now we're summoning Fusilier. We're gonna attack over, or it's gonna crash. We're gonna get Machina Armor Unit to get out Summon Reactor. This is actually kind of sick. Hold up, that was kind of a cook. That was kind of cool. I won't even lie. And now we have the Fake Explosion plus Summon Reactor Wombo combo to get double Summon Reactor out. Okay, no, we're first gonna summon out Machina with Machina Armor Unit. We're gonna get the Trap Reactor. Okay, we have the Armageddon Knight. Send the trap. Okay, now we have Trap Reactor. We have it all. We have it all. So as long as this guy dies, we have all 3. Because then we can activate Fake Explosion afterwards on the second attack.
Wait, but if Trap Reactor dies, you can't search the Spell Reactor. I thought it was like less attack points.
Oh.
Or is it level?
No, it is less attack. What the heck? There's no synergy here. It's
Yeah,
less
he should have
attack.
searched the Spell Reactor. Anyways, the opponent is going
Oh
to
my
maybe
goodness.
kill us.
Yeah, I think so too. We bottomless. Hold up, we're actually still in this.
Hold up.
We're not gonna use Machina Armor Unit to at least get like the.
We don't have anything.
No, we have the freaking tuner. The
Which
level
one?
3 Black Salvo. Black Salvo has 100 attack. I'm going in.
Tragic.
What? Yeah, he already summoned. I mean, he's gonna go Fake Explosion to get out the Summon Reactor. Okay. We
Okay,
have
our
black
opponent's
salvo
letting
down.
us take that back.
We can black salvo for Dekoichi. That's good. If we keep Dekoichi here, this will actually make it make everything work. We're not gonna keep. Okay. I mean that also. I guess that works. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I guess we could just burn them if they activate a trap for 1600. We're swinging. They're gonna use Raiko's effect. They're saying no. They're just getting the mill. And then we're swinging for 1600. If they activate any trap, they lose. Except Summon Reactor, it would have been better to keep him on the board, because the first time a monster is summoned to your opponent's side of the field, inflict 800. You would basically just keep. You would be able to just burn them for game. Like, I'm very
I
fascinated.
mean, we
But
knew
they
they
might
had
be tied up.
Raikou. We knew they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Raikou.
Okay, well, either way, they're not going to run any traps here. Spell Reactor actually would have been huge here. Well, the first
Okay.
heavy. Oh, they have nothing. They had the foolish and they had a heavy. We didn't even get to see the guy. I thought we actually could have gotten the guy though. Like it was possible.
It was definitely within our grasp to get him. We just needed to sequence a little differently. So let's see if we can do it in this game.
Okay, we're gonna lure. Probably getting rid of the black salvo. Yeah. We're gonna set. Activate both. We should probably activate. No, we're not gonna activate both.
Interesting.
I feel like we should have maybe, but they're just gonna relinquish us. If they attack, they're gonna take 400. We have the heavy, not really doing anything. We're gonna have another trap reactor. We just set it. Are we activating it? We're not gonna activate it. Raikou coming out, hitting the Machina armor unit. Would have been nice to have both.
He's respecting it.
I mean, it's a little annoying. It just makes everything a floater. But now they're going to take our trap reactor. We have another trap reactor. And then we have the Fusilier plus another Machina armor unit. We have we already had a second one. So we were bluffing setting one anyway. Anyway. Okay. We're going to crash with Fusilier.
Oh wait, this is kind of high. Wait, we need a special summon
It's
two
about to happen.
big ones.
It's about to happen. Here it comes. We have them all. We're
Oh
not
my
going to screw over
gosh.
the monsters. We did it. We successfully got out Flying Fortress Skyfire. Holy moly guacamole. He's just like beyond confused. Are we going to pitch a card? Pitching the heavy. We're pitching the return. That's fine. Return wasn't really doing much to hit the brain control. We can do it. It's not once per turn. It is once per turn. It says once per turn. You can
Wait,
send...
what?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Okay.
Non e one per turno.
Not even
Come
one per turn.
on.
No, not even one per turn. Okay, wait, hold up. What's it gonna do? Anytime you normal special summons, you can destroy it on the spot and inflict 800. I wonder if this stops prio from happening. By the way, like
Yeah. When your
like
opponent,
maybe-
yeah. It seems like it would, but it seems like we're just gonna get Raikou, no? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't say flip summons.
yeah, you know, now that I think about it, and the worst part is Machina armor unit doesn't even. We can't get anything off Flying Fortress Skyfire, so fascinating.
Oh, that's not a Raikou though. That's like a Gravekeeper Spy in all
It's a
likelihood,
djinn,
maybe.
It's a djinn. released for rituals.
Oh. Wait, that's actually like one of the only times he got
Wait,
faked out by the
we
stats.
got Black Illusion Ritual though. How do we not have relinquish? We have relinquished. Are we not just gonna do it? Oh, because it misses timing.
Well, he can negate the spell, right?
No. He could just on summon.
Oh,
on the summon, he
set.
would just destroy it.
Wait, he should have negated the Manju.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't.
Oh,
negate the
it
summon,
doesn't
just
negate
destroy
the
it.
summon. Holy shit, this card's bad. Oh my god.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, it took like all of our cards. It took all of our cards just to do this. He's gonna cry. Hold up. He's crashing with Fusilier. This is crazy. The double Machina armor unit are gonna come out. Summon Reactor, SK. Spell Reactor. Now, if he activates spells, he's gonna start getting burnt.
Right, they're actually swarming. It's like Black Wings.
It's like Black Wings, but better because you can, I don't know what's going on. Spell Reactor's coming out. It's gonna pay 800. Hold up. Then it's Summon Reactor's gonna come out, which is gonna stop priority from happening. Because this is a mandatory effect. So like that stops priority, dude. That's actually crazy. And he took an additional 800 because he destroyed the relinquish. Wait, this is actually crazy.
Wait, he's got
So
the
you just-
ultimate lock.
Oh wait, no, he's got a second one, so he can't. Yeah, well, he can only do it once per turn. So anyway, he just takes them for 3,000. But we can swing. We can go into sync. We can go into from Summon Reactor. We can go. He's saying he's bigger? What's going on?
Yeah, why is that
Oh,
destroyed?
it says once per turn during the battle phase of the turn this effect is activated, you can negate the one attack. Oh, that's cool. So we
Oh,
just necro
okay.
guard on that.
Oh,
Wait, okay, summon reactor, calm down. We got Black
okay.
Salvo coming out. Wait,
And
you
no
have
more
Salvo
targets.
the only other target?
We maybe sided one out, and
Do we have
we have
another trap
both
reactor? Oh, we only have two
traps.
traps.
No, we're on
Okay.
two. We're on two.
Oh man, we got the Fusilier though.
Wait, this Fusilier is actually kind of beast mode.
Yeah.
Okay, Dark End. That's kind of not
And now,
hot.
with Fusilier we can crash, get another freaking no way, dude. There's no way. There's no way we're getting Dekoichi, double Dekoichi for no. This is crazy.
Wait,
Is
this is
crazy.
actually so good. This is
No,
actually
the chorus
so
came
good.
out.
No.
Wait, couldn't we just crash with Dekoichi? We could do more. We don't have another Black Salvo. Okay, so we're just gonna lose this guy. This is super unfortunate. We got the Kaya stop deck.
Oh wow.
This is Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dude, wait.
Battle Fader, hold up,
No,
it's not
actually,
over!
Battle
Heavy
Fader.
Storm! And a set, Manju, the 10,000 hands. I would
What
have just
could he
crashed. I would have just
possibly draw?
crashed the Hoishi low-key.
We could Potter Avarice off the top.
Nope, it's GG's. Heavy Storm plus Book of Moon, GGG's. Holy
Oh my
moly
God.
guacamole. We just witnessed greatness.
It's so funny when they actually all came on board and you got to see the synergy of like what Konami was thinking as far as like if they summon all of them at once, like anything that they play, they'll be like burning like lots of damage, but it's just
Yeah.
so fragile.
I do think Machina Armored Unit is super underexplored as a card because it really is a card that in Edison format is slow enough. We'll talk about it later, but like I just saw it and I was like, there was some cool be like you were summoning bad cards, but there has to be good cards that exist in the same like attribute, right? Like
Yeah.
we'll see. Okay, so next up we got this is actually a deck that I've brought years ago. I think I showed it off either on our channel or on Carpat's channel like years ago, but I'm bringing it back because it was fun and it's goofy and it's silly, but essentially it's Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus plus Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, and it's just fairies. The reason why is because Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle is a fairy, if you didn't realize, a light fairy to be exact. So you can actually use it with Herald, you can use it with to get Christia out, but the coolest part is you can special summon it off of Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen, to summon back all of your Crystal Beast cards in the back row. The synergy though is that Valhalla plus all the Crystal Beasts can turbo out Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, which is really cool. So you can have like a cool board of Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings and like Christia, and it's just like GG's, have fun, no re. We also have Kuraz to just draw through our deck because we're on a bunch of continuous traps as well as continuous spells to get value off of it, and it's just Kuraz. We love Kuraz in this house. Basically, super goofy deck concept. We're also on the Arcana Force because you do spam out a bunch of monsters with the Crystal Beast Sapphire Ruby Carbuncle, so this is a way to get value out of it. And it's also just a 4,000 attack fairy, so why not, right? I think both effects are good, right?
Yeah, this is the better of the two. I've read them both. There's like two options, and this one is actually solid. You can destroy a monster by battle. You can special summon, or sorry, you can target a card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Or when a spell or trap card or monster effect that targets this card is activated, you can basically quick effect make it lose 1,000 attack to negate and destroy. So it's got some protection. It's big.
Yeah, it's big and it's funny because you can just sometimes get it out. Do we get it out this duel? Find out. Okay, here we go. We're going second. But we got, check this out. We got the Hecatrice, and the Valhallas. So right off the bat,
No way.
dude,
No way.
dude. We got one. We got two.
No
We're
Mirror Force.
swinging.
Let's go.
Let's go. And we're just drawing. We're hitting and drawing. Dude, if you don't know what this card's effect is, it's bonker abilities, dude. You discard a card from their hand and you draw a card. It's the greatest ripping effect of all time with the dumbest summoning condition and the worst stat line for a 6-star. But yeah. And now we got Burn of the Mighty.
Burden's gonna help out.
Yep. We got the comment. And the opponent had a common charity with the metal armored bug, and I was like, hold up. We got some absolute cookage on the opponent's side as well.
It's probably rituals of some sort, I would guess.
But then they had the Sengenjin too. What the heck? Pitching the Sengenjin DDR to get Metal Armored Bug.
Wait, it's at 2K. Okay, it's big
Just
enough.
big enough. But Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, if you successfully summon it in the standby phase, I can get rid of my one of my Valhallas and special summon it back. And now I can go for brain control
Damn.
and just swing, get another pitch. They go Gozen match, so I choose Dark as my choice. We get rid of the Gear Town in his hand, and I don't. Here's the thing: if you don't make your opponent discard a card, you can't draw. But you know, it did its job. And I can't summon Kuraz because of Gozen match, but it's okay. We got that game 1 unlocked, dude.
That was pretty fire.
Hecatrice, dude, gets you there. And here we could probably summon out the Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings again. But here they just immediately go for Gadgetron, plus the barrier statue, and I'm like, oh no. Thankfully we got the Sapphire Pegasus. That runs over it cleanly. We can just set the call and just call it a day. But they said they have a double Gadgetron action happening here, dude.
That's gonna be difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I just put it to ST because if we get this Carbuncle in rotation, we can special summon it and then start summoning out everything. So that'd be pretty ideal. We draw Honest, not really great, but we can now we can brain control the Gadgetron, crash both of them, and then just set the Carbuncle because I want it to go to grave. But they don't got nothing going on, and I just really need this Carbuncle to go to grave or even just die so I can summon out these Queens of Tragic Endings. But yep, not happening. We didn't see Kuraz either. It would have been pretty cool to see Kuraz. So we're just gonna go and swing because we have double Honest, so I can actually protect the Carbuncle if I really need to. Save Common Charity. We're just gonna keep swinging.
Okay, Carbuncle beat.
They summoned the barrier statue. I make a huge misplay here. I should have just Honested this, but I was like, oh, I can just run over this statue, right? With the Honest he wasn't stopping any of my Honest attacks. He was stopping it. It's over. It's over. I've misplayed. It's over.
Oh no. Oh no.
I thought the back row was all fake. One of them was real. One of them was real, and I threw the game away.
It was the one he just set, to be fair.
Yeah, but here we have this pretty sick opening here. I got the Mobius because I'm just so afraid of him having just annoying stuff. And under Gozen match, you could still summon like other attributes. It's the reason why Gozen match and Rivalry don't see any plays because it's ruled terribly in Edison. So you can still tribute like other attributes, which is unfortunate. But damn, they got the Mausoleum. Look at all this freaking damage they're about to do to me, dude. 1200 to the face, 2800 to the face, and this Herald's doing nothing. But we do got the Kuraz, so I'm just gonna set the Ruby Carbuncle because this Limit Reverse should let me go crazy next turn.
Yeah, I see the vision. Letting it go to grave.
Yep. And now we got the Hecatrice. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to summon out this Herald to get some synchros off. So I go, special summon Herald, activate the Reverse, targeting the Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. But he goes in match. So
no.
It's like, well... And I was like, I don't even think I can attempt to summon out this Pegasus. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. You probably can't, I would guess.
But it doesn't matter. I'm just going to... the situation would be the same because I was always going to hit 2 cards and draw 2 and make Avenging Knight Parshath, which is also a light. And guess what? I drew a second Honest. So this is game.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the Armored Bug gained 28 twice. Holy crap.
On their defense too, which is only 15. So yeah. Avenging Knight Parshath, the GOAT. We love him. You know him. We love him. God, I love this
really
card.
Cool.
I wish this card saw more play, dude. It's so cool.
Dude, Avenging Knight Parshath looks like a Digimon to me, like a final stage Digimon.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like a little. It was definitely like a little turtle to start. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, our final replay. This is actually your deck. Something that we saw earlier actually in a previous jank tank called for Degenerate Rocks. But you just wanted to like to bring it back and like try to refine it a bit, right? Because I think that list was on like what, defissures and stuff. So you think that like Black Garden is like the true Wumbo combo, right?
Yeah, so when we saw the Jank Tank deck someone first submitted for this, they had macros and Di-Fis in their deck. And we kind of at the end of it were just thinking like, oh, like you don't really need to be playing like an all-in banish strategy to get value out of Degenerate Circuit. What you need is to protect your flip monsters. And like no card is better at doing that than Black Garden, because Black Garden makes it so anytime they summon, their monsters are halved. So then virtually nothing can run over your big Golem and Guardian card, which in defense mode, like they're just big enough for like any monster your opponent can realistically normal summon. So, and it's also honestly just like a more annoying floodgate in general. It's really broken. Oh, but anyways, if you don't know what Degenerate Circuit does, if a card would get bounced to your opponent's hand, it's removed from play instead. So it turns all the statues and golems into like removal cards and also compulse, which is why we're on the triple compulse there. And because we're playing all these bounce cards, we even have like the Mind Crush teched in the main deck there, which is pretty cool. The goal is to kind of just establish this like lockdown strategy where you have tempo and are setting the golems or the guardians, have Black Garden on the field, then you activate Degenerate Circuit and you just start banishing all their cards and you just kind of flood the field with traps and they can't really push through all your annoying floodgates and lockdown strategy. So that's the goal. We'll see if it works out.
Yeah, and we're also still in the Arsenal Summoner package to help get us the Guardian statue, which is just a worse Golem Sentry, but it's searchable, as well as Quackmire Guardian to help with just more annoying cards that kind of ruin the strategy. But it's a searchable negate. We're running a ton of rocks like Morphing Jar as well, and we're also on the Card Guard because this can be summoned off Black Garden because it's 1600, and it also can protect our Degenerate Circuit, which is our entire like point of the deck. It's just a cool little underexplored card that we like to bring back every now and then. So let's see this in action. Oh yeah, you opened up the nuts, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty nice. So we just need to find our monsters, but the fact that we got the road, we got the garden, he's gonna heavy, but we just are gonna Starlight Road that immediately. Get the Stardust, and Black Garden only has defense, or sorry, attack. And he makes the mistake of not dealing with the Stardust immediately, so he's gonna get punished for that one.
I really think you should have activated Degenerate Circuit there, man. That would have just dealt with that immediately.
I mean, I didn't want to like, I didn't know that he was gonna play into it like that. Realistically, to be honest, I don't want to start paying. It's kind of a steep cost, 500 life points per turn, you know, for a slow strategy like this.
But now we just need to see any monster at this point. Any monster. Trap Touch is good. It's going to stop us from losing to a potential Gores, which he did have, which makes sense. He was playing around like he had Gores. He has no traps though, so he can't really do anything into this Black Garden. We're just awkwardly forced to stall. Now we can poke for free, knowing Gores is out of rotation. They have few. We do have the Dark Bribe to like stop that if we want, which I think we will. We go special. I mean, this Caius is going to be baby.
Yep, so it's halved though, so it's at 1200 like you said, and we got the Scrap Iron to deal with that, so we're going to protect our tokens.
Guardian statue time, let's go! Oh no, they Caius the wrong card. They really, oh man, they really hated that Scrap Iron. They wanted that gone. That's okay though, because we have the double Degenerate Circuit. We only need to use one, but now we're going to activate Degenerate Circuit, flip the statue, banish.
Let's go.
Oh my god, and now we set a second Guardian statue! Every monster is going to be banished.
Dude, and now our opponent just kind of like, he just does the thing where I feel like I know it's like a noob check when they just start playing everything in the garden. Like, but I guess you really are forced to, kind of. He tries to go for Red Dragon Archfiend, which actually would have been good. That's not even a noob check, but I have Starlight Road, which is really good.
But I don't know why he attacked it. It's still going to flip up, but we have another one anyway. We're taking 500. Doesn't matter, because you're about to take a bunch of damage. We're going to swing with all of our might. These little tokens are putting in so much work, and now we have the Scrap Iron Scarecrow. They have a miracle. What's the miracle even doing? There's no waters. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Summons the waters.
There's the water.
There's the water. Going to have to activate. We're going brain control targeting. They're going Armory Arm, giving us another token. Into Goyo, but a 1400 attack Goyo. Can't run over anything. Got the Miracle Fusion. We do have the Scrap Iron Scarecrow, so this thing is not like nothing. Oh my god, this is so evil. We can't actually banish this guy. So we're just in a really awkward position. We're gonna banish the Goyo.
Yep, and we're just
everything.
gonna turtle up.
But now we have another
Oh,
Guardian.
this is
I'm
so
like,
cool. This is so cool.
We haven't seen the back row. Oh! He's gonna nuke everything. And then we get summon Guardian statue. We can nuke our own Black Garden with the token to go for game. That's actually crazy.
Dude, I know. It's actually so just convenient that all the statues and the golem have 800 attacks for like niche scenarios like that. Super cool.
Dude. It makes you wonder if you could just run Black Garden in like Pac-Man.
Honestly, dude,
Like, it seems like
maybe we should try that.
oh well, here comes Deck Dev. So that's oh, Deck Dev into Road Decree. That's actually crazy. We have the MST though, so that's fine.
That deck dev was kind of a big deal, though.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think all of our monsters are deck devable for sure. I think everything we draw from here on out is going to be bad. We do have the MST, so we can potentially needle sealing if they go any more aggressive, but I think they're just gonna go Stardust.
Yep, unfortunate.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. I won't lie.
I was hoping that
really good, though.
I was hoping that as soon as I MST'd that, he'd be too scared to do anything. Speaking of Compulse.
We don't even have to activate Degenerate Circle. Oh, God. Well, we just lose on board. So, okay, that's pretty much as expected. We're running like a ton of traps. No, the monster deck dev actually kind of hurt a ton.
Yeah, deck dev is too painful.
But who cares? We got the Starlight Road. We got the Arsenal. We're not going to summon Arsenal first.
So I thought it was more important to get the flips down that need to flip to get their effect. But evidently here it might have been better to... Actually, no, it's better here because then I still have the Arsenal Summoner after this Caius play, so that's pretty nice.
We're still not summoning their Arsenal Summoner.
I just think it's important to get these guys down first because they actually bounce their cards. If you catch my drift.
Yeah,
but I guess Arsenal Summoner could have ran it over.
It's still a 1600 beater. I think that's why I'd always go for it first. Like it's the only thing that could beat it over is a 3200 attack monster, so it's always living. Oh, pulling rug is nasty though. Now we get Quackmiro Guardian. We're not gonna get Guardian because it doesn't make sense. We don't have any rocks in hand. That makes much more sense to go for Guardian Statue. We can just run over the Caius. And now we just did we not normal summon? We could have just set the statue, right?
I think I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We also could have just set the pull in the rug. I feel like there's no reason not to. Well,
the reason not to, there actually is a reason, and I realized this after this game that we shouldn't even be on pulling the rug because yeah, but it doesn't with these optional effects, so I should have just said it. I should have just said it. I was thinking it would miss timing, which it does with Caius, but it doesn't with Diva. So yeah, I should have. That was a mistake.
Well, now they're going to attempt to go for Black Rose. We can now Starlight Road, even if they have like a Decree. They don't have a Decree. We're going to Dark Bribe them. Yeah, I mean, Miracle is their only real out. And now we have the combo. They're just taking 4,000. That's 4,000. Oh my god, these tokens. I mean, the Arsenal Summer is big. They go for Torrential. We're not going to Dark... Well, we don't have Dark Bribe. I'm silly. But we do get one token. No, we don't. I lied to you. But we could just set the Golem Sentry.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah. Now we can see the Arsenal Summoner. Yes, good. He learned. He learned the Arsenal Summoner is big. We get MST. Never mind, it's not big enough to deal with this. But we have the pull in the rug.
Let's go.
Now we can break her for free. Oh my goodness! Look at all this damage that we're presenting on board here. 32 to the face. He's at 200 life. You can set the pull in the rug, and it's just GG's. Yeah, this deck is absolutely crazy. It's so funny. I love the little synergies actually, but yeah, genuinely, I think like the cool part is the fact that you can just keep bouncing stuff to your opponent's hand. I wonder if there's like a way for that to work outside of Degenerate Circuit, because it is still like annoying. I know it's like not technically getting you advantage if you don't banish the monsters, but I don't know, like most people can't summon that often, right? So okay, so let's talk about these decks. I do genuinely think that Tomato Town or some like Power Tool variant, besides the fact that it is deck dev food like most plant decks, and maybe we're a little too tribute heavy in this particular build. I feel like we were bricking on tributes a lot. I do think this deck is real, or like it's real enough to like, you could do really well with like a Twilight Rose Knight plant deck. So I don't even know if I would consider it like quote unquote jank. I think I would probably put it in the has potential category, only because like I do genuinely think it's like a good, like it has, the strategy's good. Power Tool's a good card, and it's just kind of an under. It's only ever seen in like Gigavise because Gigavise gets to abuse Power Tool more effectively. But I do think this is like a little control variant is really fun.
I agree. I think that this is the type of deck where it's like on any given tournament, there's only gonna be like one guy in the room playing it, and it's not as powerful as like a Vayu Turbo and etc. Like the tier one decks, so it's gonna have a hard time topping. But like realistically, if a ton of people, good players, pulled up with this deck, I think like one of them could top. Like I think it has like a chance. I could actually see it, especially if it was like slightly more refined. But I don't think that this is a bad start. I think some of the options that you were presenting, such as like Gale or more or an additional plant monster like Botanical Lion that's deck devy proof, could be good options.
Yeah,
To
we should
look
also be on.
to.
We should also be on Gores. Maybe I'm
Yeah, there's a
tripping
few
little.
things.
But yeah, there's a few things like Gore's Gale and maybe like one less Ryza should be good. I like the Armor Tech though. I do actually like as another option for your like another Rota target that also can facilitate your entire deck. Like you can send a plant late game, or you can make it into like a Necrogarden Plague play. Who knows? Like Armor's just a good card, so I like it. Has potential. This is just jank, bro. The only
Yeah.
thing I wanted to say was that Machina Armor Unit is a cool, interesting card. I've only ever seen it in Machina decks that are also on gadgets, because you can from Machina Gear Frame go into like a red gadget, and then red gadget can go into the other gadgets, and they can even go into that one guy like the one that sends a machine monster from the deck. What's his name? The Scrap Recycler,
Yeah.
and just loop it all over again. So I do think there is like versions out there that are a lot stronger than this version, but I do feel like this is an underexplored card. Everything else though, the reactors, all the reactors in the Flying Fortress, that is top tier jank. That is bottom tier jank, I mean.
I wonder if there's any other good like dark machines, because the Fusilier kind of carried, and
Yeah,
like
the
that
yeah,
was like a cool combo. But what I will say is we happen to be playing against 1400 monster attack dot deck in the form of Relinquished, where they have like 3 Manju, 3 Senju. So we kind of just got like lucky that we could always ram it into something perfectly statted. But yeah, no, this is super jank. Has that one Machina armor car, I agree, has some level of potential.
actually, I'm now thinking about it, like a skill drain variant with Fusilier, like, or not a skill drain variant, but like a Fusilier, Dekoichi, like a black salvo deck running Machina Armor Unit, and also maybe running Machinas could be pretty cool. Like, I feel like that actually could work, because then you just get like this, like your Dekoichis become black salvos, like they die, and then you just special summon a tuner. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that being like terrible. I'm gonna cook with this. I'll cook with this later and come back with my results. The reactor stuff, as funny as they are that they burn, jank. This is jank, but it's funny. I'm gonna put it in the higher echelons of jank. Anything with Crystal Beast is immediately jank and stuff. It is, in my opinion, the best way to get out Dragon Queen of Tragic Ends. I feel like you can get it out a lot faster because of Hecatrice. It has a lot of like actual synergies amongst each other, but there's probably a more optimized version of this deck. But the most optimized version of this deck is not running Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, and it's just running the draw cards and stuff to make the other Valhalla fairies actually work, you know? So
Yeah, this is maximum jank in my head. Maximum jank, but I like all the 3 ofs. It's aesthetically very pretty.
it's just a pretty deck. And then we got Degenerate Circuit. You've been trying to make this deck work for a while. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, what I've come to realize is that this card is jank, and I don't think I ever thought it was like gonna break waves or anything. But it's just not worth it. Like, if anything, just golems, like you said, golems plus garden is like enough, because they have to set. So if you get the tempo advantage and they're setting monsters and you just bounce them back to their hand, like they can't summon into garden because it's gonna punish them. So that's like a good enough punish in and of itself. You don't even need to be like banishing their cards to get value out of this stuff. So the Degenerate Circuit is just kind of bad and not worth it. This deck is impossible to get wins with when you go second against a real deck. So someone needs to solve that problem. And I think the answer is the Volcanics, which we've already seen with Barcode's deck.
Then at that point, you're playing just a better version of the deck. Yeah, this is just some high quality jank though. I do think that if you do run a Golem Guardian Statue Black Garden type deck, you just cut the Degenerate Circuits, cut the Compulse. You can keep the Mind Crush Loki, cut the Compulses, and just start running like Bottomlesses and D Prisons, and not Bottomless because it conflicts with Garden, but like D Prisons and I think you'd also find space for like maybe even a main deck needle sealing low key, just to actually deal with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
The Pac-Man
then
stuff. We're gonna try that.
yeah, I think we just do like a Pac-Man variant low key. The problem with Pac-Man though is that Black Garden doesn't deal with things like, so you kind of do need to have these bounce guys to actually be able to actually put pressure. But I like Black Garden as like a tool to facilitate this more funny like little guy push thing, you know. But yeah, it's jank. Okay, so that is our episode of Jank Tank. As usual, join our Discord, send us your lists, send us your replays, and we will review them, watch them, and do the Jank Tank thing we do. Team Starlight signing off. Peace.
See ya.